How's it going, everybody? I just got an email message from a person that watches the channel pretty regularly, I would say. One of the things that this person said, which I guess it is a good call out, is they don't know how to find any of the iOS XE or iOS XR software or where to download them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to find that, which it's not difficult to find. What it is, once you've been shown, I guess would be probably the better way to put it. So when it comes to finding software on Cisco's website, it's not hidden. It's just located in a specific spot that kind of moves around a little bit. It depends on where you're at, though. So there's multiple ways about going about it. You can go to support, and then you can go to iOS and NXOS software, and then follow the download link, and then eventually get there. You can go to Cisco's website here, and then from the very, very bottom, which is where I always go to the very bottom, and I click on documentation, and that gets you to this page. I've actually got it bookmarked right here, Cisco Docs. This is actually, for those of you that are studying for your CCIE or whatnot, when you're in the CCIE lab, this is your landing page when you click on the Internet Explorer tab or whatever. It's been a while since I've been there, but this is what the web page that pops up when you're in the lab. For those of you that didn't know, the CCIE lab is open book. So when you're here, and this is why I would recommend anyone, regardless of your certification level or your aspirations, getting to know how to navigate the website is actually a good thing, because I don't have to necessarily Google it. I know how to just navigate right to it. So I would click on iOS and NXOS software. Now we're looking for the CSR 1000V, which you can download and install with inside of GNS3 if you have VirtualBox. And we're also going to be looking at iOS XR. Whether or not we'll actually be able to download XR, I'm not 100% sure. We're going to try. However, I'm going to be using a different account. I just created a new account, so I have no privileges at this one. This is like 100% complete guest account with no privileges. So I'm not going to have any like event. I don't have. I'm not using my my partner login that I normally would use. So I'm going to click on iOS XE, iOS XE S, and then 3S, and then under here I would recommend 314. You can go higher up, but you may not have the ability to download. So if you click on, as you can see from here, I've downloaded a lot of the stuff that's underneath here, because that's, well, I'm studying for my CCIE and service provider. So if you click on downloads, and then you click on this guy right here, it's going to redirect you to the download software.cisco.com. So once it redirects and it brings you here, now on the right side, you're going to have interface modules, routers and switches for the XE3S code train. I'm going to click on routers, and I'm going to click on virtual routers. The CSR Cloud Services Router 1000V is what I'm going to grab. Click on it again until you get to this link, or to this output. When you get to this output, you're going to choose iOS XE software, and then from here you should be able to download whatever version of code you need. Now, whether or not you're able to download it may vary based off of your capabilities. So if you don't know, the easiest way is to try. Now, you can download and try any version of these codes. This is the .bin, like if you were to load this directly to a physical router. And you have the ISO file if you would like to run that in GNS3 or I'm sorry, ESXi. You have the OVA if you want to load it as a actual VM. You have the QCOW2 if you want to use this with inside of Viral. I don't know what UNL or Eve uses. I don't particularly use those platforms. I'm going to try to download the VM because I particularly care about the ESXi side of the house. So I'm going to click on download, and it says login and service contract required. So I'm going to go ahead and click on login, and I'm going to go ahead and type in rriker at Rikers Island training.com and type in my password. Now I just created this account a short period of time ago. It says action required. It says we're going to say, sure, save. It says, thank you for registering with Cisco.com. In order to complete your consume software services require your full business address. Please follow this link. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video to put that in, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that I've updated my information and Cisco has all of my information, which they already did, just a different username, it says, anytime you see this additional entitlement required, this typically means that you need a service contract. So simply saying you don't have authorization. So you click on OK here, say, alright, fine, whatever. Now, you can go down here to all releases and go down to 3, and then go to 3.14. And then I would go 3.14.0. And now I'm still logged in. You notice up here in the upper right hand corner, I'm still logged in. Now if you look down here, the OBA says download, which the release date was November of 2014. I click on download, and it says action required. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it's going to actually, see if I can fix this here real quick. Maybe, you know what, let me try logging out and logging back in. Let me go ahead and log out of Cisco.com, and hopefully that'll trigger something on the back end. And Cisco.com. Now, if you log in and log in again, and you go to support, you give that a second to do its thing. Support, and you go to renavigate to it again. We're going to go to 3S 3.14 downloads. Just a quick renavigation to it. I'm actually kind of glad this stuff happened to me, because then at least lets you guys see some of the stuff that you may have to deal with. And XE software. And then all releases 3.14S, 3.14.0, and then download. Okay, so it's still okay. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, so the issue that I was running into was my business address wasn't completely added. I did my home address, but not my business, so I updated that information. I click on download now, and it pops up this guy. So it's basically saying, don't try to send this equipment outside the U.S. if it can't be sent, things like that. So this is going to be civilian or commercial entity. And by checking this field, I hereby certify that and I accept that, and then it should prompt this for the accept license agreement, and then it should allow me to start downloading the code. And it is down here at the bottom. So now I'm able to download the CSR 1000V. Now, mind you, I have no special support here with it. So it's literally, I've got a guest account. So now the next one would be to go back down to Downloads Home, and let's go find the XR platform. So this is what I just recently downloaded. And I'm going to go to Routers. And actually, I'm sorry. Can I do it this way? Service Provider Edge Routers. SR. No, I want to go to Software Code. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. Products. It would be XR software, routers, virtual routers, and see it pulls up the XRV 9000. We can try. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I'm actually really not sure. We go 6.0 code 6.0. Let's see. Does it actually have it in here? Yeah. See, it says additional entitlement required. Yeah, it won't let me download. These are all software management updates. or SMOOs as they're commonly referred to, and it won't let me download, and they're all tar files. Basically, it's a Linux zip. It won't let me download that. So you can't go to Cisco directly, but if you have the ability of going out and trying to think here, you could. There used to be a way you could download the iOS XR as a demo, as an OVA, and I don't know where you would go for that. Let me see if I can find it elsewhere. Give me a moment, folks. I'll see if I can pull that up. I did happen to find the link that will get you to download the iOS XR code. However, I'm going to try it with I just tried it with my partner login and it pulls up. I'm going to try it with my non-partner login and see if that will work. So just to copy and paste and go. It pulls up. Actually, let me log out. Just log out real quick. And let me try this one more time, because I want to make it as if you were logging in and not me, because I can log in and download it. Go ahead and close that one out. Go ahead and pull this guy up and paste and go. Now it's okay, so it apparently won't do that. Let me log out, yes, and see if I can do it from another computer. Hang on a minute, folks. Let me pull up. This is another computer that I use. This PC does not. I do not ever log into Google with this PC, so it will prompt me for this. So I'm gonna type in rriker at Rikers Island, and I will take this the link and put it into the link description below. RikersIslandTraining.com, and then my password, and there it goes. So now I'm going to say never. So you can log in to download this. Now once you download, get to this point, then what you can do is you can go to the newer releases of iOS XRV code. Now they're larger files and they're much more difficult to run because they take so many more resources. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download the newer versions of code. So these are October of 2016. Let's see what I got going on up here. October. These are older. 5.1, 6.1, September. Yeah, so I'm going to come down here to 6.12, sorry. And I'm going to grab the K9 demo, the OVA. So you can do the VMDK or you can do the OVA. The VMDK, you can still load this into ESXi, or I don't see a QCOW2 image. So I don't know if you'll be able to use this with the UNL. But I do know with ESXi, I can take this for this OVA, or I can take the VMDK, and if you were to go underneath the VM and add a hard drive and link this VMDK to the hard drive, then you'll be able to leverage that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to download this guy as I'm sitting here waiting for you guys, so you guys can see. Come down here a little bit, and basically they're just saying, just don't do anything stupid with it. And I'm going to accept the license agreement, and then assuming that works, and now I'm downloading the VMDK for it. And that is with a non-partner login. So you should be able to download this code as well. It's a slightly newer code, so I don't know what capabilities that they're going to have. So it is possible. Like I said, I will include the link in the description below, so you guys will be able to see that. And then you can go ahead and more power to you. So I did test it without. I logged in with my partner login and without a partner login. Now, if you are going to log in, once you've downloaded the code and you're ready to deploy it, how you go about doing that is up to you. I can't dictate to you how you would go about doing that. But if you download the VMDK file, and I believe you can, in UNL, there's a the capability of converting from a BMDK over to a QCOW2 image. And the one thing I had the ability of doing is going to viral cisco.com. I could type. I can go in here now. I'd let my viral image. I think I let it. I think I let it expire. Yes, I have not renewed, so I can go down to buy for me, and I already have a login, which gives that a moment to do its thing. I'm downloading a pretty sizable file, so it might take a moment for it to do its thing. Plus, this website is actually really slow, even on a pretty fast internet connection. So it is pretty slow. Alright, so here it's going. So right now I do not have my subscription. Okay, so I have to go log in up here at the top. And I'm going to log in with the user account that I normally would log in with. And so now I'm going to have to log in with Riker Robert, and that's the right password. Yes. So now I can go and click on here and go to right here, download viral. And if you have the ability of downloading viral, this is how I would go download the images. Okay, so it says right now you are not authorized to download the viral software because your my subscription expired. I was thinking it was somewhere in that time frame, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I would have to go renew my subscription in order to download the code. If you are that's one way of doing it. I just showed you another way of downloading it that way. So I'm actually going to download the 601 here, the OBA as well, 6.1 and 6.2. The reason why is because I can and I want to. And it's one of those things where I'm going to train with 6.0 code, but I'm going to see what 6.1 code has in it. It's a little bit newer, but that should give you an idea of how to go through and download the config, or download the code and stuff like that. But everything I've shown you so far these are 100% legal ways to download the code. So it just so happens to be that they put these repositories out online, and if you have the Cisco will go ahead and grant you access, then more power to you. As far as I'm concerned, it's a legit way of downloading it. So this way here, how you go about working with it from there is up to you. Please do not use it in a nefarious or not so legal way. Until next time, guys, thanks for stopping by. Like, subscribe, and share the video. Hit RikersIslandTraining.com if you're liking what we're doing so far. More content is on its way out. I am actually building out CCNP Switch as we speak, getting that ready to begin recording probably sometime next week. Mother's Day is this weekend coming up, so I was actually going to start recording, I believe is on the 14th. Yes, which is Mother's Day, and that would be a big no-no for me. So I'm going to be starting on the 15th, which is next Monday, which is my tentative date. I don't know how long it's going to take to record. So there's that, and a sidebar note for all of you that are waiting on CCIE material from me. I am sorry to ruin your day or ruin your, to throw a monkey wrench into the works, but I have decided that I have to recertify my CCIE. So I'm going to spend after I'm done with CCNP. With Switch will take a couple of weeks to record at a very minimum, and then I am going to be making a right-hand turn into CCNP into service provider. So I will be doing a CCNA and CCNP service provider on my site, and then That should take me right into probably summertime, and then I will begin doing the CCIE's preparation for that right after I pass the written exam for service provider. That's what I'm currently studying for, and then from there I will be pretty much nonstop into CCIE for SP. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to record material for CCIE routing and switching. I'm just postponing that time frame a little bit because I need to recertify my CCIE. That is the only reason I am putting one on hold in favor of the other. It is not to punish anyone. Just I need to get this taken care of because I do not want to go into what they call suspended status. I definitely want to recertify before my time is up. I have about 5 months to go, and I want to get that done sooner than later. So that is where we are at, folks. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or criticisms, hopefully no any criticisms, but put them in the comments below. Again, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, guys, take it easy.